know what time it is.
You know what it is.
Welcome to the Culture Podcast.
Welcome to the Culture Podcast. A podcast inspired by and representing for the culture.
Just been a fan of the culture and the authenticness of it.
Everything from hip-hop.
What's up, y'all? This is J. Cole.
Yo, it's Ice Spice.
It's Kendrick Lamar.
It's the baby.
Sports.
Mahomes looking to flip, takes it in for the touchdown.
Urban life.
It's heat up right now.
And everything in between.
Let's go.
The show starts now with your hosts, Jeff and Anthony.
We got Mikey Shee up in the building.
Hello.
Smile at the camera, Mikey. We on video now, baby. The coach is on video. We on YouTube now.
Got my gleaming whites in. I wish I could do the Paul Wall smile. Show you my grills.
We in HD, B. We looking crispy out here. 1080p. Was good.
Everything is good. I've got a crispy IPA in my hands. I look handsome as fuck on this video, and I'm ready to chat it up.
Show the world what you're drinking.
Oh, I'm doing it. Yeah, I'll show the unsleeved version. I've got the Culmination Brewing Phaedrus IPA.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is not a sponsor, so take that off the screen.
Nah, fuck them. Give me money.
Anyway, yo, Ant, we're going to go right to it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what lyrics have not aged well at all? In fact, they've aged terribly. And I'm sure you know where I'm going with this.
I'll play along, man. What lyrics would those be?
No Role Models by J. Cole, where he says, I want that real love. That Jada and that Will love. Those haven't aged well at all, because does anybody still feel that way? Let's talk about it. Let's get right into it, man.
Should I play devil's advocate on this? I'll play devil's advocate.
Sure.
All right. Within their marriage, they decided that they were going to have the arrangement that they have. And they decided to, hide the separation. They decided to, he kind of decided to be a cuckold in the situation. And, he could have fucking left her, but they decided to have an open relationship.
Okay.
She decided to fuck her son's friend.
I'll play along.
That's my biggest beef with the whole thing, for sure.
I'll play along, But who decided to go on interview after interviews and TV show after TV show, write books and memoirs, and keep making your fucking spouse look like a fool? Who decided that part?
I mean, that feels like he didn't agree to that.
Because it wasn't Will. I read Will's memoir. He doesn't bash her at all, doesn't say a bad word about Jada in the entire book. Barely mentions the whole shit about her and Tupac. He mentions it briefly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he's obviously, for the last 30 years, the guy has been in this man's shadow.
Yeah.
And the guy's been dead, and she's still not over this fucking guy. Does the sit down with, what's the chick's name? The lady's name? Hoda Coat?
Hoda Kotb?
Whatever the fuck. Hoda Kotb.
I see her
KOTB.
I see her name every other day because my son's favorite baby book is written by her. And it's
oh, really?
Yeah, it's kind of trash, but it also makes me
So she sits down with Hoda Kotb and tells her and proceeds to tell her how she's in love with Tupac still, how Tupac was her soulmate.
Yeah.
She revealed that Tupac also had alopecia. What's the name of that disease?
Alopecia.
Mm-hmm. Who the fuck knew that? Nobody knew that shit. I've never heard about that.
Kept it high and tight.
That explains why he's bald, or why he was bald.
Apparently. Mm-hmm.
I feel like she's trying to be Tupac, or still trying to be with Tupac.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one.
She even she talks about being suicidal in the memoir, right?
Well, I mean,
and this is going to sound fucked up, but if she left a suicide note and said that she's going to go be with the love of her life, I wouldn't be surprised. As fucked up as that sounds, and God forbid, you know what I'm saying? I'm not wishing ill will on nobody.
You're saying if she did that
and
now?
all of this shit. If she was to leave a suicide note now, she would probably say some shit about, I'm going to go be with Tupac. That's how obsessed she is with this man who's been dead for 27 plus years.
Yeah. I mean, it's a big, it feels like I know she's doing the rounds for her book right now, but it does feel like there's been this splash of attention for her. She's also she feels like someone that I wanted to feel like when the slap happened, I was like, I felt for her. I thought that it was like, it's fucked up. Women in Hollywood, women in the public eye have like expectations that men in the public eye don't have to uphold. But I don't know, the stuff with her marriage, not that it's any of our fucking business, right? But she does seem like she's on a mission to shit on Will. Like to make him, she feels like she's going out of pocket to fuck with him.
Yo, she's been shitting on him for years. Yeah. Like he fumbled the ball with Margot Robbie though. I'll tell you that much. He fumbled the ball.
What, did he fuck her?
He was fucking with her.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, he was fucking with her. You could go on Google and find pictures of them.
Hold on though. But Jada was sleeping with her son's friend in the house,
who was living there because he was going through some depression shit. What the and Will open the doors for him.
That to me though is like that's a fucking like.
That's violation.
You don't fuck your sons. That's like DSS shit. Even if it's an adult.
That's when the relationship would have been over right then and there. But no, Will's punk ass goes on the Red Table Talk, gives her a high five, and tells her, bad relationship for life. No, it's over for life, motherfucker. Let her go.
Ant, what do you got?
No, I'm not going to let Ant talk yet because I know he has a lot to say.
It's not that.
Because we've covered this topic before. He knows how I feel about Will. I was that kid that had the Getting Jiggy with It, Big Willie style CD, and I was getting made fun of. I was him.
Yeah.
That's how long I've been, I've been a fan of Will. I like his movies. I've been said that he's my favorite actor. You know what I'm saying? Great comedian, great action star. I feel like he's a good rapper, even though he's popcorn and whatever you want to call him. Like I've always been pro Will.
I mean, dude, I'm a little bit older than you guys, and like I was in the prime, like demo for Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, for his. I don't know. I must say I didn't really like follow their music as much, but like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I didn't miss an episode. I watched everything 3 or 4 times. I mean, and then Will Smith, like Bad Boys, all those movies, great. And I can also separate art and artist, like. He's a funny artist, great actor, whatever. But like, I don't give a fuck about him personally. I don't know. I know that there's been a bunch of stuff about, him being kind of a diva and him having the tour bus, the whole fiasco and all that stuff. But, it feels, ultimately, I just feel like they are, I mean, for one thing, they're egomaniacs. Their kids are named Willow and Jaden. Gross. That's like the George Foreman naming all of his kids fucking George thing. And then the idea that you would want your relationship to be this public, it's all clout. I mean, it's all trying to stay in the zeitgeist.
And that's fine. He's a egomaniac. He's a diva. The whole shit with Chris Rock. The last couple of years have been embarrassing, if you ask me.
For him?
For Will Smith. Between the slapping Chris Rock to just being a cuckold, in this whole fucking relationship with his wife. Looking like a goddamn fool. Every interview he says how much he loves her. He's the love of his life. He couldn't see himself with nobody else since the first day he met her. And every interview she's talking about now, we just homeboys. We just homies. We friends. Like that. We haven't been together in 7 years. Really?
But he's stepping out too, right? I mean, he's having relationships with other people. Do you think he's bisexual?
I'm sure he is. He probably is. He's probably everything. He's probably fucking everybody. But the thing is, he's quiet about it, though. He's not going in interviews and talking. You know what I'm saying?
With that, yeah.
Like, all right, just keep that shit in your house. Keep that shit behind closed doors.
Well, that's the way I feel about it. It's like whatever the agreement is that you guys have made, good for you, and that's fine. But just nobody needs to know about it. But and then I just think she does. She goes on and she high posts and like, I don't know. It's weird. It's not a very loving way that she's. I'm about to grip it and rip it. Ready? Number 2. But like it's just it's not a loving thing to do. It's not a loving thing to do to your partner, dude. It's like fuck you.
No.
I like you said, I would just be like, fuck you. I'm out. Don't air our dirty laundry.
But what is the point? Is this to sell a book? All of this to sell a book?
I don't know.
All of this to get ratings on her little table talk shit, which was canceled?
Wasn't that an internet talk show?
Yeah.
That can get canceled?
It was like a podcast.
How the fuck
was
does
a
that
podcast?
Well, I guess the sponsors can leave.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I mean, what's the other argument though? Like, are people saying that like that she's asserting her power, that she? I don't know. I mean, it's because to me it just seems it feels like she's just being mean.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Far left, far right, liberal, conservative, Trump, Biden, Democrats, Republican. Feel like you don't fit into either camp at this point? Me either. The Middle American Podcast is your home for discussing life and politics from the fastest growing and largest portion of the American electorate, the independent voter. Join in on the weekly political discussions on national, local, and pop culture topics from a viewpoint largely ignored in the media, the middle.
We're gonna let Ant talk. It's been about 10 minutes. He hasn't said a word. Plus, he owes me an apology, so I'm gonna let him go ahead.
I apologize. You was right about Jada. I tried to shoot her some bail, and you proved me right. You were right. You were right. I was wrong. You were consistent. I was not. I said the wrong things. I was trying to bail her out. You're like, no, she's a terrible human being. Will's a great guy. She's on the bullshit. You're right. I apologize. I do. I'm telling that to everybody on the air that I apologize profusely for my inability not to see through the veil of bullshit that she has been planting over the eyes of Willard Smith. I am sorry. I am truly sorry. What do I feel about their marriage?
How do I say goodbye
Philly.
to what we had?
Look at here.
All right.
Look.
Check this out. Last time I asked you this question, you said no emphatically, and I'm going to ask you again. Did she or did she not fuck Tupac Shakur?
Yes.
I still don't believe she did.
Oh.
Get the fuck out of here.
Because she's acting like it's like, okay, who's your favorite movie star?
Mine is Will Smith. I've said that.
Female.
Oh, female. Oh, right. Shit.
That's a hard one.
That is a hard one.
Pick one.
I like Viola Davis.
Okay.
I like somebody more than her. I like Taraji P. Henson more than her.
Okay, let's say Taraji, right? Let's say you've always been obsessed with Taraji, and you and Taraji were friends in the past, and you've never ever. She's acting like someone who's never slept with the person. Like I've always wanted to, and like I'm obsessed with the idea, and now I'm never going to. But it's like this nagging feeling, like it's not the one that got away. It's the one I never really got, even though she had all the opportunity in the past, them being friends and growing up and so on and so forth. And he saw one way and something else. It happens.
So that's the claim she's made, though. She said
she recently said that he proposed to her while he was locked up. Right. He wanted to marry her. Obviously, he wanted those conjugal visits, but she supposedly said no to him.
And Jaden backed that up. It sounds like.
Really?
Yeah, Jaden said that was true.
How did he know? He wasn't around.
Well, I think. Well, I mean, I guess just from stories told around the house.
Apparently, the mother talks to everyone else in that family besides Will.
and talks to them about Tupac.
Yeah, the
love of her life.
I don't think. The
one that got away.
I don't think that Jada's number one skill in the world is boundaries.
What's that? Forgot about Dre line when the cops came through me and Dre said next to a burnt down house.
That's Eminem.
With a can full of gas,
and a handful of matches. Still weren't found out.
Right. The moment that August would have fucked my soon-to-be ex-wife, decoupled partnership, whatever, I'd have stood right in front of the house and burn that motherfucking animal. Let her watch. And I'd have been like, you know why I'm burning this house down? Because I can afford 20 more. How many can you buy? 0?
Yeah.
Cool. If you ever pull some bullshit like this again, I will set everything you have.
That's another thing that I think is kind of funny is like the way that she's been talking about things and the way that she's been talking about fame and stardom and stuff, and like she's equating herself with Will, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here! Like you peaked at Menace to Society. Like
I told Ant last episode that I've only seen like 2 Jada fucking movies.
She's not a star.
I saw The Nutty Professor, part 1, which she's in.
Yeah, true. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I saw A Low Down Dirty Shame once, and I was a child. I don't even remember the movie, but I remember seeing it because I was young. And
Set It Off.
I guess. Oh, Set It Off. Yeah, 3.
Mm-hmm.
3.
Well, you saw Menace to Society, though, right?
I did, but she's not the star in any of those movies.
But she's the star in Menace to Society because I thought about her a lot while I masturbated when I was 13 years old or whatever, because she was hot as shit. Yeah.
She got that scene, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Right. She's not a star.
No.
She's never been a star. She's really, in all honesty, she's been a B-list level star
Yeah.
more than anything else. Like, that whole family's fame really comes off the tip of Will's penis. The reason all of you have a career in existence is because of me. Not because of anything you motherfuckers have done. If any of y'all released that bullshit and y'all didn't have the Smith last name to it,
oh yeah,
y'all wouldn't have did nothing. Like I said,
facts.
I was saying before, I know he hit Chris, but part of him probably just really want to hit her for the bullshit he put him through. And I told you this before, the next person I'm duffing is my son, because you bring this little dusty motherfucker into this house, and like that's my man, right? If my man comes up to me, yo, your mom's coming on, so I'm like, bro, don't fuck my mother. Don't talk to her. Don't whatever. I know she's trying to get you to some shit. If you fuck my mother, we ain't friends. Don't ever come back to this house.
Yeah.
Whatever else like that.
Yeah.
And that whole thing, because I remember the Red Table Talk thing when they were talking about, it was an entanglement and Will was pushing a relationship. An entanglement. A relationship. Just say the words. I know what it was. Stop dancing around it. You got me here to make me look a fool. I just want you to be honest and straight. This one time. She still couldn't do it. It's not that I dislike her as a human being. I just think she's opportunistic. This is some shit that's been going on for a while, just 7 years of separation, but you're still doing this shit out in public and everything else. So that the moment that you decide to sell a book is when I need to go ahead and tell us. You could have told this shit 7 years ago.
For sure.
Me and Will going through it, we're separated.
Yeah.
Cool. This thing here you're selling, you know what? I felt like I wasn't going to buy the book, but I'm going to buy the book because I want to be supportive of her, her future endeavors, because she ain't getting no more money after this. The baby train cut off. If I'm Will, I'm going to every legal lawyer, yo, what is going to be the cost to get her the fuck out of my life?
Yeah,
Just
but
give me the number.
They didn't sign a prenup. Because that dude is Will he's nice to, I think what this has proven more than anything is that he's a nice dude to a fault. There's no fucking prenup. She's getting half.
Facts.
Take it. Just take it.
Well, and it's probably half of what? 400 million?
Take it. I'm still rich.
He was making 20 million a movie.
Yeah.
So
he's probably still making royalties from Fresh Prince and a lot of his albums.
Yeah.
Take that and take whatever. So after this point, she's not getting anything else.
Right.
I'm doing Bad Boys 3, 4, 5, Men in Black 8, 9, 10. I'll be working for the next 20 years, just cashing checks. I ain't giving her shit.
How about this, Ant? The three of us will buy one copy of the book and we'll just send it to each other.
Yeah, it's like the Jada.
I really don't want to give her any money, to be honest.
But it'll be a third of it.
It's a Jada Pinkett get a divorce fund. We're giving you this money so you can pay for a lawyer.
Don't
to get
fuck it up
out of your life.
Yeah.
We're trying to help you here. Even Will, his response was nice. It's good being a nice guy. It's good being a good human being. But sometimes you have to be an asshole.
Well,
this is just one of the moments where you're just begging him, please, just here's my heart. Fuck it up.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, and he didn't, and that's the thing, is he could have done it in a way that was he didn't need to be just a straight up asshole. He could have just done something that was just cool and quick. Just be yeah, because the slap, to me, the slap wasn't about Chris Rock. The slap wasn't about at all. It was about I think just the shit that they had been going through, and the, whether it's emasculation or whatever word you want to use, but just their relationship was, I think it's been fraught for years, and that was just the coalesced.
And even on the topic of the smack, when they asked her about it, she downplayed him too. She was like, "Oh, I thought it was a skit." And, she downplayed the whole shit.
What the fuck level of communication?
And then she talks about,
do you have?
And then she talks about how Chris Rock tried to kick it at her once upon a time.
Fine,
asked her out.
But what kind of level of communication do you not have if you don't know that your husband's, as a skit at the Oscars, he didn't let you in on, hey, I'm gonna go slap the host?
Well, supposedly they've been broken up for the last 6 or 7 years. They don't even sleep together.
Even
apparently.
If you're sitting next to each
sleeps
other
in a different house,
you'd probably want to hey. So just by the way, halfway through the show, I'm going to slap the shit out of the little anorexic Chris Rock.
And all this just to show face, because she made a promise to him that they would never, or they made a promise to each other that they would never, ever get a divorce.
Which is so weird. It's
you're already broken up. That's a divorce.
Well, my
already.
thing is just you can do whatever. The dope part about marriage is you can make it whatever you want. It's your own fantasy land. It doesn't fucking really mean anything. And so, you can make it whatever you want. You can be, totally platonic and like not be sexual at all with each other. You can also have just like a very monogamous relationship. You can have a totally open relationship and whatever. And the thing for me about it is like, it shouldn't matter about the marriage part. It should be like, if we want to be partners, if we want to be together and do it for the kids or whatever, great. But if it's literally like, we just chose that we weren't gonna, like, are they super religious?
No.
What the fuck? What? Just get divorced. Who
Not
cares? Everybody in divorce or in Hollywood's been divorced 1,000 times. Like, what are you talking about?
I think he's a Scientologist.
Oh, well, then that takes the shit off the table for me. I don't feel badly for him. Fuck him.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course he's a fucking Scientologist. Well, he's going to fly away on his spacecraft right now, and then he can go and do whatever the fuck he wants.
I'm going in
With
that
Ron L.
house.
Hubbard.
I'm putting them papers right on the table, sliding right across the hood. But like, you know what, Jada?
First don't fuck your bitch in the click you claim. West side when we ride, come equipped with game. You claim to
Came to be a player, but I fucked your wife.
If Faye has twin, she will have two Pacs. Get it?
You want there we go.
Yo, we can't have this music on YouTube.
Hey,
well, no, there's a certain amount of, it's what, 12 seconds or something. They're good.
It's a couple seconds, but the whole thing is like, look, if you want to be with him so bad, go right on the head, man.
You know what's funny though?
Go live his legacy. I don't care.
Like, if you name your favorite couple right now, Beyonce and Jay or whoever, they're both for the most part somewhat equals, right? This relationship,
I don't like none of them.
I'm just saying, this one relationship though is one-sided because, like you said before, it's all Will, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's known for the last 30 years. She's known for two guys, for being Tupac's old work and for being Will's recent work and about to be old work as well.
Semi-work.
But you're saying, but her and Tupac are only known as being friends, right? That's the whole extent of they grew up together. They
BFFs.
Yeah. Was it in San Francisco? Was it in Sausalito?
Baltimore.
Oh, Baltimore?
They're both from Baltimore.
And that's the whole
They
thing,
met in
like-
Baltimore. They went to acting school together.
Because if she being so upfront and honest about it, if she didn't say she slept with him in this book, I don't know when she ever going to say it. So I'm just cool with the fact that it never happened.
Well, and my thing is like, a lot of, I don't want to play into the fucking bullshit about like that men and women can't be friends. Like, you totally can. It can totally be a thing. But you totally can. And it's just, but like the way her level of like intensity about it is just like, okay, I don't know. Like, if that was such a thing, it's not, I don't know. And it's, maybe just the timing was never right or whatever, but it feels opportunistic. It feels like a clout moment.
You see that?
Okay.
She's a meme now. This is a picture of her looking like Tupac, and it says, Jada reveals she has been Tupac this entire time. She's a fucking meme now, bro.
She probably believe that too, knowing her. She's like, I am. Once Tupac died, I felt his soul come inside me. Like, girl, yo, get the fuck on, man. I got time for this.
Wow.
Somebody online, somebody said, I'm so sick of Jada Pinkett, Shakur, Alcina Smith.
Man. You know what it is? It's like, if y'all guys were entertaining, I could see you just entertaining in all the wrong ways. Because, like, this is the thing. Like, once that book gets published and so on and so forth, like, no one's going to care, like, anymore. Like, we get tired of y'all. Like, that family, I'm fucking sick of
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Y'all are always on the same thing. And, of course, you want to blame Jada. And she is such an easy target.
Right.
And you know what? She does deserve a good amount of that vitriol. But come on now.
Yeah.
Will, as the head of this household, fucking do something.
Is Will the most normal one in the family?
None of them are.
Or is his normalcy actually
No.
make him look
No.
unnormal?
Well, I don't know.
No,
It's
it's not normal.
it's also,
You get mad at your wife now, you're gonna yell at her. Like, you've been dealing with this shit for years. Not healthy.
It's a trauma, though. There's a trauma that he hasn't really addressed, not even in his memoir.
Oh,
he
for
talks
sure.
a little bit about, the trauma with his dad. His dad used to beat his mom. And you know what I'm saying? He's being bullied and picked on, and he was always a wimp, and he was always a coward. He talks about that but I think it's even deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? For him to, like, he's being a pushover, and, when he finally snapped, Chris Rock just happened to be, you know what I mean? The person that had to feel the effects of him snapping.
well, they also do, like, the way that they've dealt with the kids. I don't know, man. I always find it really disgusting when people shop their kids out so early. Like, Willow's music, like, say what you want. She was sexualized from like 12 on, I mean, it was gross. I didn't love that. And then, I mean, it's just, I don't know. These are like, they all are Hollywood fame whores that no matter what their whole bullshit is about their relationship, I could give a fuck. Like, Hollywood to me is just like one big orgy of like everybody's fucking each other for power and for whatever, you know, views and likes and all that shit. And so it's like, I could care less whether or not, like, what any of them did. But it's just, the whole story to me just feels fucking sad. It's like, it's not interesting. It's not like, I don't feel like everybody's empowered at the same level. And I just feel like ultimately it just feels like sad. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't want to listen to it.
Yeah, and kids can be free, but they need structure though. Them kids ain't got no structure.
No, yeah, I'm not a fan, boundaries. And I'm not a fan of telling people like how to raise their kids and all of this shit. But yeah, this is some Kardashian shit where you just pimp out your kids. You know what I'm saying? Especially at a young age. Like I don't like that shit. Because there's some celebrities that won't even show their kids.
Oh, sure, yeah, totally.
Because they want to keep their privacy. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
And these people are the opposite. They're like, nah, go out there. Like even in his book, Will said that, you know, when he was making her sing, she was signed to Jay-Z, she was signed to Rockefeller, and she didn't even want to make no fucking music.
Yeah, I heard that.
And he was like, no, you know, you're signed to Jay. We need to finish this album. And she's like, no, you need to finish the album. I ain't tell you to sign me to this fucking label.
Yeah, gross.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, she's like 10 years old or whatever the fuck she was.
Dude. Kids, I fuck them kids up. I don't give a fuck. You let them kids say what they want to. Like, oh no, we let little Timmy say whatever he want. Let little Timmy let the N-word slide out of his mouth, but kick his little ass in the forehead. Like, hey man, little Timmy, he should have taught his ass the rules. He says some shit to certain people, you can get your ass.
Timmy,
like, oh my God, you kicked my son. You said he could say whatever he wanted to say, right? And I felt I could react the way I wanted to react to his reaction.
My parents taught me the same thing. I can react how. There's no rules, huh? Cool.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Like you should allow kids as much freedom. It's literally like a sandbox. You can do whatever you want inside of this sandbox, but it has to stay within here. Like there has to be some type of structure.
But can you?
I got your record deal talking about I ain't gonna do it, man. Girl, get the fuck out.
There's very few families that I feel like I could wholeheartedly bet many dollars upon the fact that everyone in the family refers to themselves in the third person sometimes when they're talking. Like every person in that family is like, Will is hungry right now. Well, Jada feels like
Jada's not cooking shit for Will.
But Jeff knows that about me. I can't stand it when someone speaks in the third fucking person.
Oh, it's the worst.
I don't know why.
Oh, it's the worst.
It gets to me like
The Rock says this.
Yeah. The Rock can do it. I'm okay with that actually. He gets a pass.
like Joe getting something to eat. So go the fuck ahead, Joe. I don't care. Go.
I could see Jaden Smith like being at like a just cocaine fueled fucking 16-year-old Hollywood dickhead party with all like the, you know, famous people's kids, and he's like, what does Jaden Smith think about the current crisis and wherever or whatever? And he's like, oh fuck, dude, this dude needs to get his ass kicked so hard.
What that boy here weighing like 8 pounds or some shit like that?
Bro,
like he was like
with Tim boots on.
Yeah. Like, yo, whose man is this?
There's a meme. I saw another meme that said Jada Pinkett reveals she has actually never met Will Smith. Fucking bitch. I don't know, man.
That's not the way to end it. But I mean, I get what you're saying.
Yes, the fuck it is.
Well, it is.
Will Smith is my hero, man. He's my hero. Y'all can make fun of me. He's my hero, man. Fuck her.
Fuck all of them.
You said Will's my hero. if that's your hero,
I love
man,
you, Will.
You got to pick better role models.
I was gonna say, I've got my
parents just don't understand.
I've got my Jesus cross back here, but it's Will Smith on it. It's Willard Smith on the cross.
Hey man, summertime is still the hip hop summertime classic.
It is. You're not wrong.
It's still the hip hop summertime anthem.
I think I like Jazzy Jeff more than Will though.
Yo, Jazzy Jeff is the truth. He's hip hop.
He's so good.
I actually have him in my top 5 of DJs.
I sent you guys a couple of those clips of like that shit where he's with Questlove at that like summer party and he blends in Shook Ones. Dude, I've watched it like 100 times. He's ridiculous.
He's dope, bro.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, this was a quick little straight to the point episode. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to steer away from those hour-long joints because when Ant start talking, he just be talking.
I don't be talking, man. That's the whole problem.
Okay.
He's got the real shit to say.
But I'm gonna end it like this though, man, because at this point, the only Jada that the culture is fucking with is Jada Kiss.
Jada to the moi.
Point blank, period. And I'm gonna call this episode Jada Pinkett Shakur Smith.
I love it.
Willard's got a baby. Willard barely got a brain. The damn shame. Willard barely knows his name. He could just swap out Brenda's got a baby for Willard's got a baby. He got the same.
Willard's got a baby.
Cause this boy.
You know who's the most normal? You know who's the most normal kid in the entire family? Trey. Got a normal name. Dresses normal when you see him in pictures.
Right. Well, fuck, I didn't even know there was another kid. There's another kid?
His first.
Trey's the
his
oldest.
first son. His first.
Who?
The one that
from his
grew
previous
up,
marriage.
The one that grew up away from all of them. Like,
yeah.
I'm kicking my mom.
Who's his mom?
Too weird.
Some
Cherie.
chick.
Okay. All right. Trey. Yeah,
but they're all friends though. Like they're all cool.
They all cool. But he probably went over to the house one day. They was eating like bean sprouts and like
He's like,
soup.
I'm good.
He like, you know what, man? I'm out.
Yeah, they're eating a bean sprout salad or whatever, and then Jada's like, I'm gonna go have sex with Jaden's friend right now, and he's like, yeah, I'm good, you guys. Thanks for all this. Yeah.
The only time you've seen Trey on TV is in that one video, just the two of us.
Oh, okay.
That Will
him?
Smith. That song is about him. Yeah, that's him when he was little.
All right.
That's the only time. He went to college, he played football, and he's just away from the limelight. He want nothing to do with these motherfuckers.
Yeah. I'm with it.
Go spend your time with your dad this week. I'm like, do I have to, man?
Yeah.
They fucking weird over there, dog. Like, can I call them? Like, I don't want to be.
They had a party one day, and I was opening doors, and I ain't like the shit I was seeing.
Like, I walked in
It was like a P. Diddy party.
Yeah. They were wearing masquerade masks, and there was like blood on the wall. I'm like, you know what? I just want some Fruit Loops and going about my room, man.
There was child sacrifices.
Yeah, like this ain't me, son. This is not me.
Illuminati at this motherfucker. But anyway, yo, I'm gonna end it like that, man. Fuck you, Jada. The culture. The culture.1.
Peace. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Culture Podcast.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode.
For more info and updates, connect with us on our website, theculture.1, or on Facebook at The Culture Podcast 2020, or follow us on Twitter and YouTube at The Culture 2020.
I always follow them.
Please subscribe to the show and leave reviews and comments where you listen to podcasts.